Just hope there's nothing
We have to do a...
too discuss.
All right, this is the angle for the video. I always have to have some sort of educational thing, learn something. I'm trying to teach something. This is the first video I'll have that's not how to do something. Well, actually, it's not. It could be a product review. The angle's going to be this. People, I get a lot of emails, either asking me, A, how did you get your start? B, the second most is, where did you learn all this stuff? And C, I wish I could do what you're doing. All the time, constantly.
Yeah, well, those questions make perfect sense to me.
So, since it...
I've had the same questions.
Sure. So since it's really no science and it's no secret, people really just don't know how to begin. How do I begin? Or why do I begin, you know? So people don't know what to do, how to do it. And the angle of this video is, if you have a hobby that you like, even if you have, since this is a car channel, if you work on cars and you're good at it and your friends ask you to work on their car all the time, why not turn that into money? And it's a very easy transition to do it for other people. And this is a combination of two things. First of all, it's how to make money, extra money on the side without having to have a business and hours and secretaries and a storefront, number one. So we'll talk about that by appointment only.
Right.
So that's one of the tips.
Right.
You don't
Yeah.
if you're by appointment only, people know when they're going to be there, when you're going to be there, rather than I'll just show up and hope he's there.
Yeah, just open retail hours is kind of scary.
Right. So you don't have to be there from 8 o'clock every morning to 5 o'clock every night. If you make it by appointment only, my appointment hours are from 5 o'clock till 7 o'clock Monday through Friday, and from 8 to 12 on Saturday.
That's great. If you can avoid retail jail, that sounds good to me.
So you're not trapped. So you have the freedom of making your schedule, the business schedule, fit your schedule. So if you're working full-time to support yourself, you can have a business and make extra money on the side, and by doing it by appointment, restricts it to a certain time when people know they can count on you. And
I'm all for that.
That's the angle of the whole thing. And then, using YouTube, I use YouTube to share, to train, teach, and help people, where you're using the videos that other people make to help you make money on the side. So they're both related to YouTube and how you make money. And the difference is, you want to make money off the videos, or are you using the videos to help you make money do something else? And with the gotta be billions of videos on YouTube now, and any subject you want, you can learn anything you need to learn in an instant in order to do what you need.
It's so true. I mean, it's more than a lifeline to me so far with this, and I think it's going to continue to be. I can't, like, button up my shirt without going on YouTube, it seems. I'm told.
It's true.
All these cars are so new to me because anything newer than 2000, anything modern, to me modern is anything in the last like 20, 30 years. Every time I look at it, it's something new to me, and it's a first time.
Right. So it's a vital resource, and even though I work on cars all the time, even I go to YouTube once in a while and say, well, is there an easier way to take this off, or is there an easier way to do this? So I use it myself. So it's a valuable resource that people can use to help them in their business. If you're even starting a business, I'm sure there's videos how to start a business, so you don't have to realize or rely on what we're saying here. But the idea is that you can take something that you do and you're good at, and then people ask you to do for them, and make money on the side, which might even give you an extra dinner out a week, or maybe an extra vacation a year, or it might even give you a little nicer car. We're not talking about making millions and millions of dollars and buying a $200 million yacht. That's not what we're talking about.
It's like a side hustle.
It's a side thing.
It's like you might be driving Uber, and then you're thinking, maybe I could do a few brake jobs as well, or maybe I'll even like that better.
Right.
Somebody might be thinking that.
Yeah, so it's all about improving your lifestyle, your quality of life a little bit little bit. If you can go to a restaurant and order that steak instead of the chicken because you got the extra $5, you're living large, right?
Heck yeah.
So that's what it's all about. Learning.
I could buy the
Using-
better potatoes.
You can buy the russets
So
instead
then-
of the white potatoes for
Well-
$1.99 a pound, right?
Well, I've been splurging on the russets because I'm pretty optimistic about my new business venture.
Yeah. Which one?
Well, good point. Buffalo. Yeah, I've got several. We probably don't want to get off on it too much right
That's
now.
all right.
But
But it's
I love starting new businesses. And I'm going to find out whether I like working them and operating them as much as I like the challenge of putting the pieces of it's like building a model kit, putting a new business together.
Mhm.
And I've got several, and luckily got a few that are being well received.
Mhm.
And one of the nice surprises is I've got spillover accounts, customers they're all the same people,
Right.
and these are totally unrelated enterprises. We've got some basic food service, we've got some music entertainment, and we have car repair. What's the common denominator?
Food, music,
None.
none.
That's what we're here to find out, I guess. That's what I'm.
What you're talking about is kind of the equivalent of when you go into a.
The customers are the common denominator.
Well, that's the customers are coming out of there, but it's nothing different than walking into going to get your muffler done at some shop, and they have a little candy machine there for you to buy candy while you're standing there. Well, you're there to get your car work on, but the owner of the shop has got a little thing there to make a little extra money on the side. While you're there, hey, have some candy or some whatever.
I got to admit, I've gone into a shop just to get the candy, just to get the gumball.
Sure, there's
I
a
had
lot.
to act interested in the tires.
It's the add-on stuff. It's what can I offer extra when you go to the restaurant when they say you want dessert. It's the add-on stuff. If someone's gonna come over to your house or you have a shop or whatever, and they say, hey, while you're working on your car, and you can say to them, hey, for $1, would you like a donut? That's an extra $1.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
So it's all
A bag of
right.
potatoes only costs $2.50.
Right, but
So there's almost half a bag of potatoes I could eat for a week.
and there's but a cup of French fries you can sell for $5.
And they're a product. I'm learning to make bar food.
Exactly.
Because I'm going to open a bar as another one of my do-it-yourself business startups.
Some people like doing the work. Some people like fixing the cars, but they don't like running the business end. So you learn which side of the part which part you like.
I think I'm going to like both.
Well, of course.
Because I've always enjoyed, I've had long-term businesses and I've always enjoyed them. And so far the startups I've done in the last year, I'm still having a ball with them. I just can't see. It's the people, it's the customers make it so much fun.
If you're having fun doing what you're doing, you have everything. It's important to have fun because once you
Knock on stainless steel.
knock on stainless,
Here's wood.
316 on stainless.
Here's a wood cutting board.
Yeah. If,
Learning to make French fries.
as long as you enjoy what you're doing and you're making money doing it, you have everything. Because there are so many people that get up every day, go to jobs they hate,
Right,
to make
right.
money, to buy stuff they don't need, for people to impress people they don't like, and they just hate everything. So the idea is to carve out something, do something you like, make some money at it, make a living, and enjoy it. And that's what it's all about. And it's not hard to do. You don't have to be a special person. You don't have to have any special knowledge. It's all available at your fingertips. Not like when we were younger, where you wanted something, you had to go to the library and go through the card catalog and try and look up a book,
Yeah.
or pay a professional
The
to
old
do it.
Dewey Decimal System.
Oh, the Dewey Decimal System, right? So
I still don't get that.
I don't get it either. But now with the world at your fingertips, there is no reason other than extreme laziness for people to go and pursue and make a little extra money. It doesn't take very much effort at all. Just look it up. You got many resources available, and if you're not sure, it's very easy to find out within seconds.
Seconds. You don't. I like that. I don't have to use up favors asking my buddies. You know, I mean, my first instinct is always, oh, go ask a friend of mine in that particular industry, and then I think, hang on, I don't want to bother them. You
Right.
know, I'll just YouTube it, and it's actually getting more efficient to do that. I hate to say that, but
That's probably the one thing that really drove me to make videos. When I started working on cars back in the early '80s, I started working on cars, and I would take, let's say I had a block and I need some machine work done, and I took it to the shop. They would take it, and it would be like the Wizard of Oz, and they took it in some back room, and it went into this mysterious area where they put it through some machinery, and then they came out and gave it to you, and you asked them what they did, and they wouldn't tell you. It's all set. Well, what did you do? Everything was a secret. No matter where you went, it was a secret to machine a block. It was a secret to get a valve job. It was a secret everything was a secret. And I used to hate that. And when YouTube came along, and when I had the ability to share the knowledge, I said, you know what? I'm going to make it so no one has to go through these secrets anymore. I hated that. And when I was 16 years old, started driving and working on cars, I said, you know what? I'm going to make sure that nobody has to go through that wonderment and someone holding you under their thumb with secrets nothing is a secret now. We're making it public, making it easy for anybody to do, and I think it's fantastic because there are so many people who have so much potential, but they were held back by something.
Do you think somebody on YouTube will ever reveal the secrets of how women work?
Internally?
Any-
Physiologically?
Well, that's probably the easier part, even though we are immense machinery ourselves.
Yeah, how women work. That's
See, now that's the ultimate. We may never see that in our lifetimes.
Yeah, I'm still. If you could just get someone to decide on where you want to eat.
That's the holy grail
That's like the
of
holy
DIY.
grail. Where do you want to eat? And
what are you going to wear?
What are you going to wear?
Are you done changing outfits, and are we going out the door yet?
Yeah, or when I say let's go, and then you get that you're not going dressed like that, are you? And you say, well, what's wrong with what I'm wearing? Well, I'm like, we're going to McDonald's.
Well, McDonald's.
It's not like I got to dress up because we're going to Walmart.
McDonald's is getting to be one of the high-priced destinations. You almost have to put on a tie because you're spending $50.
You right? I know. I went just yesterday. Went to Subway, had a half a sub and a drink, and it was not $9. And I'm like, did I buy something I didn't know about? This is crazy.
Everything's expensive now. And they say we're not in an inflationary period, but I just don't believe it.
I don't believe because of this, and I know this is way off topic, but I'll tell you, I do the grocery shopping every week because I like to cook. I do all the cooking, and I used to own a restaurant, so I like the food. And I can say this, over the last 5 years in where we live, ground beef has doubled in prices in 5 years. It used to be $1.99 a pound, now it's $3.99 a pound. So it's almost double the price, right? Milk and prices, bread. Anything you buy, it's amazing how much the prices have doubled. And when I walk into a store, there are some things I will not buy anymore simply because I noticed the price has almost doubled.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a good point. They say we're not in an inflationary period, but we are.
We are. I mean, I know they take a whole basket of goods and services overall, and some things are cheaper, like some technology, like this camera that's on. You can tell by the inferior quality that it's not up to the Pete's Garage fidelity. That's because it's an inexpensive action cam I bought just to learn about action cams. Thing was $50, with all the accessories, and it really is amazing what that thing will do. For $50, who would have thought?
Before you'd have to buy a $1,500 or $2,000
$1 million TV studio.
Yeah. Then you can do it on that own. That's awesome.
Our first appointment for my business.
Wonderful.
Well, thank you, Pete's Garage. He doesn't miss a thing. Now, this person we're waiting on, who is 1 minute late, is the first appointment that I booked, and he booked it for Saturday. Now, in the meantime, I've had other bookings, and I've actually taken in another job that turned into several jobs.
You already have people wanting you to send you cars from other parts of the country.
Yeah, well, here he is. I'll bet that's him. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Buffalo, Lou Goldman speaking. Oh, yes, sir. We'll be right down. That's it. We're in business, ladies and gentlemen. Let's roll.
Let's go make some money.
We'll
And
leave
french
these French fries here.
You can't leave french fries there.